Hey, you guys, welcome to the Team Hardcore training call. My name is Janelle Summers, and today is May 24th. And I'm so excited about today's training call because we're going to be talking to Joel Freeman about LIIFT4, the new Beachbody program that is about to launch. And I am so excited. This is so right up my alley. That's why our team is called Team Hardcore. Like, I just love this. I won't get into it. Let me not spoil the show, but it's just so up my alley, and I really feel like it's going to be so up your alley. I already know. So before we get started and talking to Joel, I just want to real quick mention a couple things. Number one, 2B mindset is going off the charts. You still have 2 weeks. Well, don't quote me on that. Always check the FAQ, but it's like until, all right, don't quote me on any dates, but you still have time. Let me just say that. You still have time for people to get in with 2B mindset and save with the promotional price. It's like a $20 savings. I want to say it's until June 3rd, but don't quote me on that. Always check your FAQ. Never listen to my details. But 2B mindset, definitely that's still a thing, and definitely something you should be talking about. And then last week we spoke with Dr. Luigi about our beach bars. I hope you didn't miss that. That was such an enlightening team training, hearing the nutrition information behind the beach bars and why it is above and beyond better than the other snack bars that are out there. Like, don't be buying the RX bars anymore and the Kind bars, and there's just no reason. So make sure that you watch last week's call. And of course, if you're on my team or within my downline, and even other teams are in the Coach Success Facebook group, and everyone can access all of these calls. They're always the pinned post. Okay, so with that, let me introduce to you our special guest speaker, Joel Freeman. First of all, Joel has been in the fitness industry for a long time as a trainer, as a fitness instructor, as a Group X director. And so I really, really appreciate the fact he is such a good trainer. You can tell when he teaches. I mean, he just has that natural ability and skills to be a trainer and to really break things down and make things simple for people that maybe aren't as advanced as you are. Joel, I'm sure you will recognize from our recent launch of Core to Force. Love that program. You may also recognize him because he was an elite trainer for Les Mills Pump. He was also a super trainer for Combat. So Joel definitely brings with him the experience and also the likability. So we're so excited that he's going to be the super trainer for this new program. So with that, Joel, are you there?
I am. Hello. What an intro.
Gosh, it doesn't even do you justice. We are super excited.
I gotta PayPal you the money later for that. So that was awesome. No, thank you so much for that. That is an amazing intro, and I really appreciate that. I'm so excited to be on this call with Team Hardcore. I think it's awesome. And we were just talking about right before this is I think, like, I'm usually cautiously optimistic when it comes to program launches and things like that, because you always want to be optimistic about it, but you never know. This one, like, I'm telling you, like, I'm beside myself excited about this because I believe in this so wholeheartedly. I think it's gonna be amazing.
That's so awesome. Well, I have a whole bunch of questions here that I want to ask you, and I'm keeping in mind that not only do we have the team on this call, but we may have some people on the call that are just really interested in LIIFT4. So we've told the team that, they can invite their prospective customers to it as well. And so what would you say makes LIIFT4 so unique versus the other programs that we have?
Well, what a great question, Janelle. So, there's a slew of things, and I can really simplify this when it comes to LIIFT4, because we've been launching programs for years with Beachbody, and there's always the initial question: what makes this program different? Why should I do it? And there's always some great answers to it. When it came to designing LIIFT4, and as you said, I've been in the fitness industry. I'm going on over 15 years now, and I started at the front desk of a gym, and I've worked my way up, and I've been in every position in a gym. I've sold memberships. I've been a personal trainer, group exercise director, marketing, and then in the Beachbody world, I've done all this. So, like, I really know, I know the business of this world of fitness, and I know what the barriers are, and I know what you guys as coaches and anybody really has these barriers, and we could think of, like, the time, the effort, the the plan is too long. It's too expensive. It's this. I mean, like any barrier you can think of, that's what I've dealt with over the years. And I really wanted to create something that addresses all those barriers and really create something that's realistic, that's sustainable, that speaks to everybody in some form or fashion. And that's what LIIFT4 does and will do. Doing it right now with with their test groups as we've been pushing this through. It's been great. And because the thing is, everybody wants to be healthier and happier. Everybody wants to be fit. You want to lose weight, but you also want to live your life, right? Like we're talking such a small amount of time. Like it's kind of crazy when we think about this. We put so much thought and effort into fitness when it really only takes up like an hour of the day max. There's like 23 other hours in the day, and yet we're putting so much effort and thought into this one little small snippet of it, but it's because it affects the rest of our life. So naturally, but I wanted to make something that you can live your life and it will enhance your life at the same time. And in terms of timing, in terms of the realistic aspect of how you can stick with the program and stick with the goals. 6 and 7 days a week is not realistic for most people. I don't even work out that many days a week. Like I don't want to. Like that's just the reality of it. I just don't want to work out that many days a week, but I do want to be fit. I want to, I just did a post this morning about looking good with clothes on and clothes off. Like those are my 2 ways I judge how this is working, but I don't want to work out 6 or 7 days a week. I want to get in and get out and get done. And, so that's what LIIFT4 is really about. We simplify. That's why it's only 4 days a week. People want to lose weight and nutrition plans and, they feel like they have to starve themselves, and that's not fun. That's not a plan. That sucks. And that's why people don't stick with nutrition plans as well. And that's why it's amazing with 2B Mindset right now. It's changing the game with simplicity, and the LIIFT4 nutrition plan is just as simple. And you'll be able to bring in elements of 2B Mindset and everything like that. We can talk more about that a little bit later. But it just comes down to the fact that this is it is a comprehensive fitness plan that allows you to live your life and mold this program around your life versus the other way around, where you have to feel like you're moving things around your life to get your workouts in. This is the exact opposite. And this is the first time we've ever had anything like this.
That's awesome. And so, since it's 4 days a week, people can do other activities, but they don't have to do other activities, right? It's not like they have to find another, supplemental, workout routine to go with this.
Absolutely. So about the point of living your life is whatever that means you can do. So if you'd like to swim, bike, run, if you are a marathon runner, we get that question all the time. Anytime a new program comes out, it's like, can I include this with my already current training plan when it comes to marathons or tries or Tough Mudder or something like that? And the answer to with LIIFT4 is absolutely. Because it's 4 days, so you can move things around as you need to. For if you're training for a marathon, typically your long runs are usually Saturday, Sunday. So with 4 days, you can move the workouts around to the point where you get the rest day and then you get your long run. There's just so much flexibility with this. And yes, it does not mean that you have to rest. We call them, 4 on with 3 rest days. It doesn't mean you have to sit around and do nothing. Look, these workouts, as I've said in one of the other videos on online, I took, in terms of the design, I took, anything that basically what you do in an hour to an hour and a half typically, and squished it into 30 or 40 minutes. So you are working your butt off. The pace is unbelievable. You're working nonstop. So at the end of it, and especially with the type of muscle building training, hypertrophy training that we're doing, you're going to be sore those next days. So people are asking like, well, I can't work out just 4 days a week right now. So what do I do in between? Well, one, you've never done a LIIFT4 workout yet. So you might want to wait a minute until you experience what this does to you. And then two, a lot of people in test groups have been discovering is they've supplemented with some additional yoga, and it just makes them feel amazing, because what this is doing is preventing overtraining, which so many people don't realize has an actual negative effect on your results. In terms of overtraining, you have to give your muscles time to recover and rebuild, because what you're doing is you're breaking them down and making them work. You're asking them to work harder, so you have to give them the time to respond, and that's going to take a few days. And a lot of people forget that. So we're giving you time to rest and recover. It's the same thing with the cheat day. You don't have to go eat an entire pizza. It's just if you want, it's just allowing you to have your glass of wine, whatever it is, your birthday dinner, your date night, and not freak out about it.
Right. And not even, I think I heard somewhere that you don't even necessarily call it a cheat day, which I love. You call it living. And that's how I, think of it. I mean, it's just like you're going to have times where it's just worth it to splurge and just live your life.
Yeah, I mean, we like on the top sheet it says cheat day and rest day, because again, we're catering. You have to remember too, we're catering to the 80% of the population who are not following a fitness plan right now. So you want to keep it very, very simplistic. But you don't have to call it a cheat day. You can call it a flex day. You can call it a live your life day. The rest days are just all the rest days mean is you're not lifting or doing this program during those days. That's it. Like it's again, so when I want to really get in, hone in with people is when I was designing this program, and I've been working on this a long time now. I've worked out this. I've trained my clients over the years. Is success is in simplicity. Success in simplicity, and that's how I live my life. That's how I designed this program, was to just keep it simple, because so many. I mean, we've beaten up fitness and nutrition over the years, and there's no questions anymore. There shouldn't be any more questions about it, but I think because there's so much there, there's so much out there, people are like, I don't know what to do. They don't know what to follow. There's like, follow this plan, follow this plan, follow this plan. When if you are just trying to lose weight, get a little bit more fit in terms of build muscle and things like that, it really is simple exercise science. That's what LIIFT4 is, and it works.
And the fact that it is only 4 days a week, I think it really solves that problem of boredom that so many Beachbody customers get into when they start a Beachbody program, where it's every single day or practically almost every single day pushing play. Yeah. And it's not even anything against the trainer or the workouts themselves. It's just sometimes you need a change of scenery. So, just mentally knowing, okay, I'm going to do this program, Monday and Tuesday, and on Wednesday, I'm going to go out for a light jog.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Monday, Tuesday, and then on Wednesday, I'm going to go for a light jog, or Wednesday, I'm going to go to that yoga class or whatever, just a change of scenery and knowing you're still on track.
Absolutely. And look, you can only hear my bag jokes so often. Like you can only listen to them so many times before you're like, that's so funny. So we really, with digital advancement and everything, had a great opportunity with LIIFT4 to write and create original workouts. We used to be tied to disk space. So when we did core to force, we could only do, so many workouts. I think it was like 14 workouts, because we were tied to a disk space that was tied to a price point. Like those are things that I had never even thought of, until I started making these videos. And then I was like, oh, wow. But with LIIFT4, the cloud is unlimited at this point, so I was able to write 32 original workouts, and and I know that people have heard the original thing aspect of it before, but like what I really want to do in this is like, yes, the exercises are going to be similar, but the sequencing, the structure changes every single time you do it. That's going to keep it fresh. We're going through the same types of exercises, but we're going into some very scientific parts of the design, which we don't have enough time. I need like 2 hours to describe to you how that all works, but it really in changing the structure and changing the sequencing, we go into the world of muscle confusion, we go into the world of hypertrophy training, all these different things that will get you results. So the design is simplistic, but the effects are realistic, and it is amazing what this does for people. And with giving you those rest days, as you said, you look forward to it, because now you've had a break from the workout and me, and then you're able to come back into it. And this is not, and with all that too, we were able to film this in a whole different way too. One of the things I was really excited about, and in all the meetings we had at the office and talking with Carl and the producer and everything, was really wanted this to be not a workout video, but a personal training session. Because people, like, if you think about that, people pay thousands and thousands of dollars, and I was one of them, where they come into the gym and they pay so much money to get that particular guidance. And so I wanted this to feel like I am in the room with you, giving you a one-on-one personal training session. And so with that, we were able to we changed the way we filmed it. It's not a typical, Joel stands in front and the cast is behind me and we go up. It is completely different, I promise you. And so far the feedback has been, they feel like I'm right there with them, which is amazing. So you get that. So there's so many different things that just keep it fresh and keep it new.
That's awesome. And how can people modify this or customize it, whether they want to be a little more advanced or heavier weights, or they want to maybe try this without weights? I mean, can you speak to that?
So there's a lot of options. one of the reasons why, again, success and simplicity. In terms of equipment, they're the only equipment you have are dumbbells. I was really a stickler on that. You know, there were people say, we had a lot of meetings about it, saying, well, do you want to use the bench? Do you want a ball? Do you want, what equipment do you want?
Right.
I said, I just want dumbbells. That's it, because I'm not there at home to really coach these people to, through the form and technique. So I want to keep it as simple as possible, success and simplicity. So that's why you're not on the bench. That's why you're on the ground doing these particular, if you're doing chest move, you're on the floor doing it. And that helps prevent you from going too far and hyperextending, certain parts of your body. So like, safety was in mind. So, and dumbbells present so much more than just muscle building. It's strength, coordination, it's grip strength, it's core conditioning. There's so many other benefits of dumbbell training. That's why we stuck with dumbbells only. But with that, the great thing is you have your own. You start wherever you can. So if it means you're doing a 5, 10, and 15-pound dumbbells selection, light, medium, heavy, and that's all you can do, great. I mean, and trust me, in the sequencing in some of these moves, like, there'll be certain instances where you're just using your arm weight to do this because your muscles are done. Like, I exhaust the glycogen storage in your muscles completely by the end of every single workout that you do.
I love that.
Yeah, it's you say it now, but when your phone is heavy, trying to do the selfie like this. Right. So you have the dumbbells option. If you travel, or if you don't have enough dumbbells at home, we have the resistance band option, and we called this the bandifier, which is a new concept. We have a modifier, we have a bandifier. And the bandifier option will be a split screen option on BOD as well. That's that basically, if you're using that, you pop that up, it'll show you. So whenever we're doing a dumbbell exercise, you see the modification with the band. And resistance bands are great because they travel easy. They don't take up a lot of space. And they actually provide constant tension the entire exercise too. So it can provide a whole new slew of feeling when you're doing these weighted exercises. And then from the HIIT movements, the high intensity interval training, high intensity does not always mean high impact. I know most people, when they hear HIIT, they think high impact. I kept this in mind. I stayed away from a lot of lateral plyo moves and things like that. I think there's only like maybe one, and just really went with the basic high intensity moves that won't put a lot of pressure or impact into your body. There obviously are moves where your feet leave the ground in terms of a jump, but of course we have a modification for that if you need it. But again, in the design, I made sure that modification is not easier. You're still working the entire time. So again, just a lot of thought, a lot of effort, but it made it available for everybody.
That's awesome. Yeah, a lot of times the low impact version is actually more intense because you actually have to use your muscles.
Your muscles are engaged actually longer.
Totally. Okay. And there may be some customers or potential customers on the line listening too, and they might be thinking, well, I have weight to lose. Should I wait to do this program until I've lost a certain amount of weight and then start with this lifting? I know my answer to that. What would be your answer to that?
That's one of my. I love that you asked that, because you've heard that so many times. I've heard that so many times, and I always kind of had to apologize after they would say that, because the first thing that would happen to me is I would laugh. And it was like not laughing at them, just laughing at the question. And I get it. I get where look, when you're in a mindset that if you're overweight and you're deconditioned, it's intimidating. I get it. But to me, it's just like saying, I had one person a long time ago tell me, well, I need to lose some weight before I start working out with you. I'm like, okay.
I need to clean the house before the cleaning lady shows up.
Yeah, which I kind of straighten up before the cleaning lady comes. I have some OCD issues, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, it's like vacuuming before the cleaning lady comes, right? So with this, there's a couple things to remember. One, like I just said, this program is for everybody because there's so many options, like I just talked about. But cardio does not do it alone. It just doesn't. And there's a lot of misconceptions in the world, and there's a lot of equipment manufacturers that haven't helped in terms of, look, they got to sell their products. So that's why when you pop on a cardio piece of equipment, it gives you that little chart of fat burning zone, which is like the biggest myth ever. Right. There's no fat burning zone. If you're moving, you're burning fat. Like I know the minds just blow up right now because but everyone talks about the fat burning zones. Like, there is no fat burning zone. If you work out, you're burning fat. It's just how effective you are and the types of fat that you're burning. So with putting lift and hit together, and we lift first and we hit second, and all these workouts, and again, the structure changes throughout every week. We are going after so much caloric burn, not fat burn, caloric burn, in so many different ways, by exhausting the glycogen in your muscles, commanding them to work harder. Those muscles are going to respond so much longer after your workout. It's called EPOC, or afterburn. We can't talk a lot about that from the Beachbody perspective, because you have to really track that, otherwise you get in legal trouble. But from a general workout principles, we know this is a fact. And afterburn means that your muscles are burning calories for longer after you work out versus just traditional cardio. And in doing that, so that basically means you're burning calories, which is burning fat, the whole day after you do these workouts, which is massive. Like, why would you not want to do that? Adding the HIIT to the end of it, the high intensity interval training, that does a whole new slew of things as well, besides just amping up the caloric burn. That increases your endurance, your lung capacity. It makes your heart more efficient in its health. I mean, there's so many aspects to why this is good for you, and it's going to help you burn more fat throughout the day than you normally would if you just did cardio alone.
Right, right. And there's so many people that are like, well, I just want to lose fat in this one particular spot. And it's like,
sorry guys, you cannot target train. I know that is the biggest womp womp of the year. It just does.
Years.
Look, and I've said it a couple times in posts. I know I'm going to continue to say it, and that's fine, because this is my life. This is my job, is to remind everybody to understand that your body is every body is different. Muscle's going to look different on you than it is somebody else. You don't compare yourself to anybody else. I know it's hard. We all do it, but no matter but when you lift, when you work out, your body is going to continue to respond based on your genetic makeup, how it wants to, whether you like it or not. Like, no matter what I do, as much weight as I lift, my calves will not grow to how I want them. Like, they're these tiny little toothpicks in my mind. That's just how I see it. But I have friends that if they look at dumbbells or look at weight or think about, they can just close their eyes and make their calves grow. It's frustrating. Everybody is different, and that's a hard thing, and especially with the social media world now, we have to remember that. And that's all photoshopped anyway, so I don't Photoshop.
But, I mean, the thing is, we can all, no matter what we think our weaknesses or our trouble zones are, all of that can and will improve with exercise and nutrition. And when I say exercise, it's the lifting and it's the cardio and nutrition. So no matter what, you're going to improve. It's just that, you have to keep in mind that everybody is different.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So what would you say, why would you say that coaches are so valuable in this whole equation with the new program and, with helping our customers through it?
Well, there were a lot of things. I mean, there were a lot of aspects that went into, again, when we were designing, when we were talking about LIIFT4, then when I went into design, we had so many meetings with Carl and everybody, and saw this program as having a lot of amazing opportunities for not just for the user, but also for Beachbody, for Beachbody performance products, which those things are near and dear to my heart because I live on those. I believe in Beachbody performance products more than any product I've ever taken in my life, and that says a lot because I've tried everything, every fitness supplement that has ever come out, and most of them are banned by the FDA now. So I've tried them all. And then when it came to really talking about this program and knowing that this was going to appeal to so many people, and look, for coaches, I've had a lot of coach calls. We've talked a lot in the past, and I know we know the frustrations that coaches have, and with Beachbody On Demand and the challenges that this platform has brought in with the outing of DVDs and program kits in the intro of something that's digital. It's hurt the business a little bit from a coach's standpoint. So we thought about all these different things, and so from the design itself, the design is 4 days a week. You have to remember, if it's only 30 to 40-minute workouts, and let's say a total time on the top end is 2.5 hours a week for 4 days. 4 days a week, 2 to 2.5 hours total that I'm there with you doing the workout. That leaves a massive amount of time to go off the rails. and to really lose track and lose sight of what your goals are. And that's where I believe that the importance of having a coach comes in to help guide you outside of that 2.5 hours. I got you for that. And then having a coach will help people really stay on track with what they're trying to do. And I've said this in so many team calls of saying, look, that's why it's called a coach. Your job is to coach people through life. You're a life coach, basically, and helping people understand that they should be drinking their Shakeology every day for their health and for their life, and when to take Beachbody performance products, and if they're starting to feel weak and feel like they're going to cheat on something when they want to stay on track, talk to your coach. Like, this is why there's so many things out there. Like, this is why you have sponsors and mentors and Beachbody coaches. That it's just the more human interaction we have, as opposed to trying to do it all by yourself, the more realistic you're going to be in achieving what you're doing. Because look, we all have our vices, we all have what we want to do, and sometimes it's very easy to talk yourself into it. Versus if you start talking to somebody, they're going to bring you right back down to reality. So it's going to be very easy with 4 days. I think in some ways for people to kind of lose sight a little bit of the end game. The beauty of LIIFT4 is you get the days off. So we mentioned earlier, you're going to feel refreshed and excited to come back into it this time. But there's always the opportunity of falling off. And that's why we really want everybody to have a coach. And then from the business side of it, that's where the VIP early access thing comes into it, of just giving coaches an opportunity to really create an amazing group of committed anybody who wants to be part of LIIFT4, but give them a commitment, give them accountability, and help your business as well.
Yeah, and then you've got the coach exclusive group, exclusive test group.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So from the way the whole thing breaks down, this is, I think, the easiest way to kind of do a high level. One, LIIFT4, for all intents and purposes, comes out October 1st. That is when LIIFT4 launches. So anybody who has Beachbody on demand and they pay the all access, any bod all access subscriber will get Beachbody will get LIIFT4 loaded into their bod for no extra cost on October 1st. That's the deal. That was the deal with all access. But this is why we pushed everything so quick to get filmed, because we wanted, again, to give coaches an amazing opportunity to really test this and get the feeling for it. So and understand how it works, so then they can go out, go forth and spread the message of LIIFT4. So that's why. So starting June 11th. Everything goes on sale, all the challenge pack iterations, which all of that just came out on Tuesday. So that's all on your COO. That's all in your back office now. All the FAQs, all the documents are there. And you can see all the different options for this. So we're going on sales June 11th. July 16th is when everything gets loaded into anybody who has purchased a challenge pack or has the digital unlock. And yeah, if you're a coach, then you get to be in the exclusive Facebook test group page with me. I'm going to run that sucker. I'm going to be in it every single day. My OCD-ness is going to be on top of it, and we're going to really go after it. And I'm going to just really dial in everybody for these 8 weeks and show you how LIIFT4 really fits into your lifestyle. So, and that's a very cool opportunity, because that is like that gives me that you get my laser focus for 8 weeks. Versus trying to message me on a social media where I may or may not see it. Like, I'm on my phone all day as it is, but I miss messages. So this is going to give coaches a great opportunity to really ask the creator, let's talk about this and let's see how this works into your life, so you can help everybody else once this is over and we go into October launch.
Exactly. And it's such a great opportunity for us as coaches to bring on new members into this business opportunity through a test group like this, because so many people, they want to get results with a Beachbody program, but they're worried they're going to fail. They're worried they're going to fall off track, because maybe they've fallen off track before. I hear from so many Beachbody fans that have started a program but have never finished it. But if they're going to be in an exclusive test group with you, that's huge for people. And so, that might be exactly what they need to, have them, instead of being on the fence about becoming a coach, this is that key thing that says, okay, this is it, because I need this accountability, and I know that I'll have better success if I have the accountability. So That's huge. Okay, so I think we're out of time, Joel. Was there anything else that you can think of? Any other words of wisdom that you want to leave us with?
Let me say, so, I did a post yesterday or yesterday evening. There's always a lot of questions and frequently asked questions that come out every time we do a program launch, especially when things are different. Oh my God, everyone loses their mind because they don't like different. It's scary. So I did a post yesterday, about, the fact that, one, we're not doing DVDs in this program, and explain why. And then also, this whole early access thing. Look, it's not a conspiracy to try to, get more money for anybody. This is the simple fact of giving people an opportunity to help their business. And if you're impatient, you don't have to be a coach to start early, July 16th. You can still purchase it. It's $39 or $40, $39.99, and you can start it July 16th. You just can't be in the group. And my analogy is basically like, look, if you don't want to see the movie in the theater, just wait for it to come out on cable. Like, that's it. Like, it shouldn't be much more of a conversation than that. So there's that. And then, I've said so many times, success and simplicity on this, and it really is going to be one of those things where I'm going to say it nonstop, and all the test groups have heard me say it so far. I know I'm going to just keep going on. It's just saying, relax. It doesn't have to be as hard as you think. And it's very easy for me to say this right now because I know what the program is. I know I've seen the results, but just relax. Just calm down. It's going to be okay. Don't overthink it, because we've overthought so many things, and let's just slow down a little bit and embrace the fact that this is going to be fun. You're going to get your butt whooped, and you're going to see amazing results very quickly, and you're going to enjoy it along the way. And my last thought is, and I did this post yesterday, this whole notion of bulking up. Oh my God, I don't know where that came from. I've been in gyms my whole life, and I still don't know where it came from. And I think the only thing I can think of is, like, it's got to be like a societal norm of a bunch of ignorant idiots that decided that women shouldn't have muscle. So let's get past this. It's not about, you're not going to get bulky. Women have the testosterone of like a 5-year-old boy in your body. Like, it's just, so you're not going to get man muscles. You're going to get muscles for you, and it's going to be amazing, and you're going to be strong. And just Google the benefits of lifting weights for women and men, and see what it says. There's like a list this long about why everyone needs to do it. So, it's either like, do you want to walk when you're 80 or not walk when you're 80? Like, it's up to you. So, getting out of this world of such high level, I don't know what it is, but it's stupid, and let's get over it. So you're going to get muscles, you're going to be sexy, you're going to be strong, and you're going to feel amazing. And if nobody likes that, then just give them the middle finger and say bye.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all know by now, we have to know by now that, the more muscle you have, the more fat and calories you burn all day and at rest. And so if you want to get leaner, and you want to change your metabolism, you've got to be lifting.
Yeah. 100%. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. I'm glad I wrote it down, because there was one more thing. So there's a coach contest. I don't think it's been even come out yet, because I got the email like Tuesday. So there is a top sellers contest that starts on the 11th. So everything goes on sale the 11th. So the 11th through the 19th. So I believe that's 8 days right before Summit. There's a top sellers contest, and it's based on personal volume. So I believe that means challenge pack sales. I don't know. I'm learning.
More that's any kind of sale that has
any kind of sale, right? So personal volume. So it's just based on sales alone, I think. PV. That's just what I'm still learning all the acronyms. So that's going to be 611 to 618 or 619, excuse me. And then if you're going to Summit, we're going to pick 6 winners from the U.S. and the UK, or U.S. and Canada, 3 winners from the UK, and then one of the Summit days to be announced still. The 9 of us and myself, we're going to do a private shopping spree at the core. So
that's cool.
If you like to shop and you want all the new gear, and you want to hang out with me, we're going to get to hang out, and it's just going to be me and you guys, and we're going to talk about LIIFT4 and all the good stuff, and try on all the clothes. And if you saw, I'm not scared to try women's clothes on just to test it out. So we'll have a great time. It's going to be a lot of fun. But I think I'm so excited about LIIFT4. I think everybody's going to love. I know everybody's going to love it. It's just so much fun, and it's too good not for anybody to love it.
We are so excited to see you at Summit as well. I hope everyone's going to Summit. Joel, thank you so much for your time. This is amazing information, and we're just really excited to tell the world about it. We're excited to get results ourselves with it, and we're excited to help our customers and friends and family get the best results with this program. Very excited. Thank you for all your time and your hard work.
Absolutely. And look, I'm going to be posting nonstop, obviously leading up to the launch and everything. So, you know, in terms of questions, and I think everybody could tell by now, I'm going to just keep calling it how it is and telling you how it is. So Joel Freeman Fitness on Facebook and Instagram. There's a lot of, like, all the stuff I'm talking about, I'm putting into my posts. So if you're looking for language and copy and verbiage to use for your post, use the apps and copy my stuff. It's all good. I'm not going to hurt. Like, I want you to. This is why I do it. I want you to repost this stuff and share this stuff, because this is how we get the message out. It's not just me. It's everybody else. Like that. You guys are the reason why this is going to work. Yeah, and there's a LIIFT4 like page as well, right? I mean, like page is a LIIFT4 Instagram. That's where you can get like all the visual assets from. If you want the copy directly from me, it's on my page. Yeah, it's all there. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Joel, thank you so much. We so appreciate it. Can't wait for this to come out. Thanks. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. See you later, everyone. Bye-bye.